Gurkha V.C in Burma, Agansing Rai. Agansing Rai was born in the village of Amsara, in the Okaldhunga district of Nepal on the 24th of April 1920. He enlisted in the 5th Gurkhas in 1941 and was posted to the 2nd Battalion. In 1943 he was promoted to section commander with the rank of Naik and saw action in early 1944 in the Chin Hills, where he was awarded a military medal. In June 1944 his battalion, part of the 17th Indian Division, was under pressure trying to stem the Japanese advance on Imphal by their 15th Army. The battalion operated around the area of Bishenpur, and on the morning of June 26, 1944 C Company of 2/5 RGR was ordered to retake two positions, Water PK and Mortar Bluff, from the Japanese, who had captured them in the previous days, the latter only after a staunch defense by a number of soldiers under Subadar Netrabahadur Thapa the day before, who was posthumously awarded the V.C for his actions. Water Picket overlooked Mortar Bluff from about 200 yards away and both positions mutually supported the other, so capturing both was a necessity. The positions were bounded on one side by dense jungle but on the others by bare and open ground, up a slippery ridge, with the last 800 or so yards in full view of the enemy. In addition, about 80 yards before the positions, a false ridge stood, leaving this last distance both the obvious point from which an assault would come and completely open for any soldier attacking across it. Nevertheless, after a preliminary artillery bombardment, C Company attacked, but were pinned down at the false crest by heavy fire from a machine gun at Mortar Bluff and a 37mm artillery piece in the jungle. Naik Agansing Rai, perceiving that any delay would just result in more casualties, instead led a charge towards Mortar Bluff, firing as he went. He himself managed to kill 3 of the 4 troops in the machine gun position, and his men, inspired by this, followed him and routed the whole enemy garrison at Mortar Bluff. This position came under renewed fire from the 37mm gun, so Agansing again led his section in a charge on the gun. Though they lost 3 men before reaching their objective, they closed with the enemy gun crew, with Agansing killing 3 of them and his men the other 2. The section then returned to Mortar Bluff and along with the rest of their platoon, prepared for the final assault on Water PK. During the advance on Water PK, an isolated bunker position held by the Japanese caused further serious casualties with grenade and machine gun fire, so again Agansing, covered by his Bren gunner, advanced alone, with grenade and Thompson submachine gun. Through the hail of enemy fire, he reached the bunker and managed to kill all 4 occupants. This display of calm and courage demoralized the enemy at Water PK, and so in a final rush the position was captured. Apart from Rai, another member of the 2/5 Royal Gurkha Rifles, Subadar Netrabahadur Thapa, also was awarded a V.C for his part in the action, which proved to be a turning point in the struggle for Imphal. He was presented with the V.C by the Viceroy, Field Marshal Lord Wavell, in 1945. Besieged by reporters, who asked him how he felt and what he thought during the battle, he smiled disarmingly and said, "I forget." After the war he became an instructor at the Regimental Centre and took part in the Victory Parade in London in 1946. He then served with the 2nd, 5th Gurkhas in the Army of Occupation in Japan and was promoted to Subadar, Company Commander. After independence in 1947, Agansing Rai remained with the regiment in India, and in 1962–63 served in the Congo as part of the UN peacekeeping force. On retirement from the army he was granted the honorary rank of lieutenant. He was presented to the Queen during her visit to Nepal in 1986. He attended many reunions of holders of the Victoria Cross and George Cross in London, where he was much admired as a man of stature and presence. He is remembered as a wise and quiet man, but one with a sense of humor and an ability to enjoy life. Agansing Rai passed away on the 27th of May 2000 in Kathmandu, Nepal, and was cremated at Dharan. He left behind a family of 3 daughters and 2 sons at the age of 80. On the 22nd of July 2004, the Victoria Cross, WW2 campaign medals and Indian medals of Naik Agansing Rai were sold at auction by Spink of London for the sum of £115,000. The V.C Group was sold by the Rai family for the benefit of a charity, the proceeds going towards a planned trust for education and healthcare in Nepal. The V.C Group was bought on behalf of the Michael Ashcroft Trust, and are now part of the Ashcroft Gallery at the Imperial War Museum.